channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you some of my big tips for growing your Instagram account. I started this year in January. I had 97 followers on January 1st, and today, which is July 19th, I believe, I currently have 1,145 followers. So I have gained 1,000 in less than 7 months. So I would definitely say that I've been very successful on Instagram. I'm definitely growing here too, just not as fast, but I get asked a lot on my Instagram. I constantly get messages, how did you grow your account? Someone asked me if I bought followers, which I did not buy followers. I would not do that. That is just, I don't even need to explain why I would not do that. But I thought I would share some of my tips, and also I asked on my Instagram what questions you had about either growing your channel / account or just questions about being a YouTuber / Instagrammer, content creator, whatever you want to call it. So that is the plan for today's video. I hope you enjoy it. If you do, make sure to give it a huge thumbs up and also make sure to subscribe down below. And if you guys have any additional questions, feel free to ask them in the comment section and I will definitely try to answer all of them. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. So the first major tip that I have that has been super helpful for me is staying consistent. And I really have struggled with staying consistent, especially on my YouTube channel. I probably don't have to tell anyone watching this video that I am not the most consistent poster on YouTube. I take long breaks. I'm getting better, I promise. I know a lot of people, including myself, when you're not seeing growth that you want, it's very easy to just stop uploading, stop posting. I did that for a hot minute, for about 6 months. I just completely stopped everywhere on my Instagram, on my YouTube, because I was not growing and it was very just unmotivating. I didn't feel like anyone was seeing the content I was putting out. So I gave up, but don't do that. I love Instagram. If I could only stay on one social media, I would definitely pick Instagram, which is part of my tip is to pick what makes you happy. Don't be posting content that you don't like. Don't be posting somewhere that you don't enjoy, because people will be able to tell that you don't genuinely like what you're talking about. Very easy to tell by watching someone, and you won't be attracting a bunch of people. So my tips are just to stay consistent. Don't give up because you're not growing. Came back, I started by posting twice a week. And that really, I took off. I gained about 100 followers a week for 5 weeks in a row. And that was just crazy. Hashtags are your new best friend. Do not post a photo without hashtags. You literally, no one's gonna see that except for the people who follow you. And if you only have 90 followers, then you're never gonna have 100% of your followers that see your posts. That's just not real. A good engagement rate would be about I think 40 to 50, don't quote me on that, I'll put it on the screen. My engagement rate right now is about 25%, so it is low, but I am growing every day and my engagement rate is going up every day. So my biggest tips are hashtags and promoting it on your story. Instagram feeds don't promote. It used to be chronological, but it's not like that anymore. So it's very easy for your post to be lost in your followers' feeds. So you want to promote it on your story. You want to post it, and if you have anybody that maybe you want to share posts with, make sure to remind your followers that you posted so that way they can go engage with your post. My second tip that kind of goes along with that is how to boost your engagement on Instagram would be to ask questions of the day, or because not everyone's going to want to comment on some random post, you know what I mean, hopefully. But if you have a question of the day that's chocolate or vanilla, and you want people to answer that, then you're going to get a bunch of comments answering your question of the day, which then will raise your engagement rate. I do a question of the day every single post that I post. I also ask my followers what they want the question of the day to be, which is bringing me to tip number 3, which is to reach out to your followers and be interactive, if that makes sense. You want to do polls, you want to do question boxes, you want to do questions of the day, you want to do things for example, on Instagram, I have a follower of the week every week. I pick someone who has been super active on my account and also follows me, which then encourages people to follow me and be super active, because at the end of the week, every Sunday, I give a shout out to someone who's been super active on my Instagram. So I'm just being interactive, and it makes people want to like and comment and follow and talk to me, which then will either give you more follows or bring up your engagement rate, whichever one you are working towards at the moment. My next tip, which is don't do sub for sub. Do not do follow for follow. First of all, you can get your YouTube channel deleted for doing sub for sub. That goes against community guidelines. Also, Instagram can place you on action block. They can delete your account. I have a lot of people that are like in my community, I guess, that are placed on action block for things that like aren't actually bad, but I just mean that like Instagram really makes sure that everyone is following their community guidelines. So they search for keywords like follow for a follow or sub for sub. So don't do it. It's not a genuine way of gaining followers. At least for me personally, I would rather have 300 real people than 1,000 people who just sub for subbed. So you'll also, like, if you're trying to get monetized on YouTube and all you're doing is sub for subs, you need 4,000 hours of watch time. So getting a bunch of people to like sub for sub, but then they're only there because they wanted you to subscribe, they're not going to be watching your videos, which then is not going to be bringing up your like watch hours. So then really you're never going to get monetized. Also, YouTube does take away subscribers. YouTube takes away suspicious subs sometimes. If like someone subscribes to you and never engages with any of your videos or watches any of your videos, they like to remove those subs. So it really doesn't work. My next tip, I'm not sure what number we're at yet. I'm kind of going all over the place. I hope this video is okay. But my next tip is just to like be super active on pages that you like, and to really like build a community of like people that you genuinely enjoy their content and they genuinely enjoy yours. It's really nice. I have met some really cool people on Instagram. I haven't met as many on YouTube. I feel like it's harder to interact with people on here. But I have made some genuinely cool internet friends on Instagram. I will put some of their usernames on the screen. You should definitely go check them out. They're super cool. But I purposely seek out their photos because I genuinely like them and their content. And I think most of them do the same, because a lot of the people that I have like built friendships with always comment on my posts and like my posts, and it just makes Instagram a lot of fun because there's these people that create what you create and they like your content, you like theirs, and it's just they give you tips. I'm in a group where we ask for like advice on like sometimes when like they're doing like PR things, they're like, does this photo look good? And sometimes I'll send stuff there and be like, do you think this matches my feed? So it's a great way to meet new people and also to help out your Instagram by being able to ask for advice or tips or so on. That is basically all of the tips I have. So moving on from the tips that I have, I'm going to answer some of the questions that my Instagram followers asked me about like YouTube stuff, Instagram stuff, tips, content creator, whatever they wanted to ask, I'm gonna answer. So the first question I got asked was, did you start YouTube or Instagram first? I started my YouTube channel first. I have my channel up for reference. I started in June of 2016. I stopped for a hot minute, and then in December, I posted 2 videos that August for like back to school, and then I stopped again, long break. Then December of 2018, I created an Instagram account for my YouTube channel and I started back on YouTube. I did Vlogmas, which did not turn out well. I think I did 3 videos. Yes, I had 3 Vlogmas videos, and they actually did somewhat well considering how many subscribers I had at the time. December of 2019 is when this really started. I posted a video December 1st, 2019 titled Where I've Been Vlogmas Day 1, and I talked about why I hadn't been on, and that video did not do well. I have 27 views on that video, but I really enjoyed it, and I ended up posting 8 videos during December doing Vlogmas. I continued through January. I did what I got for Christmas. I brought my new friends from my new school onto my YouTube channel, and I had so much fun having them in a video. I did a New Year's Eve video with them. I did a bullet journal, I did New Year's clean out, and those videos were doing so well. I was getting like 70 views, which for me was a lot at the time. And January, my Instagram account took off. I started January with like 95 followers, something like that, and by the end of January I had gained like 50 subscribers and I had gained like 120 followers on Instagram. So I just was super inspired to start, and that's when I really got into posting. Someone asked me, how do you design / plan out your feed? For me, I use a preset that I made personally on Lightroom, and I use an app called Preview where you can upload photos and it's synced to your Instagram feed so that you can like add photos to it and then like drag them around so that you can kind of see where you want photos. So I mainly use those two apps to try to keep up like a consistent aesthetic. Ask me how much time I spend editing. This question I don't really have an answer to. It depends on the video. This video probably won't take me too long to edit because it's a lot of talking in one clip, whereas other videos, when I have a ton of clips and I have to go through each one, that could take me like 3 or 4 hours. The other thing is I don't usually edit a video all in one sitting, so it's very hard to keep track of time. I got 2 questions which are kind of one answer for me. Someone said, what made you start your account? And someone asked me, who inspires me the most with my account? Kind of the same question, because I really started my account because of YouTubers that I was watching, and now I really keep it up for this reason. Name some: I love Ava Jules, Hannah Maloche, Julia K. Christ, Grace Area. I'll have some of their accounts on the screen, but I definitely am inspired by other YouTubers to keep doing mine. So that is it for this video. I hope it's not too chaotic. I know sometimes I was talking really fast. I do that when I get excited. And this is something I'm really passionate about, so I definitely talked a little fast. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a huge thumbs up, and also make sure to subscribe down below. Remember, if you have any extra questions, comment them down below and I'll try to answer some of them. Also, make sure you're following me on my Instagram. I love my Instagram and I'm super active on there, so make sure to follow me on there, and I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Bye!